Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm covering 90 Day Fiance Season 7 Episode 6. So overall my feelings for this episode, I don't know, I felt kind of bored, I would say 80% of the time. I wasn't actually on my cell phone, which I was surprised, but I kind of wanted some of the couple storylines to kind of get over and done with. I felt like it was kind of stretching on and I was kind of like over it. So there was times where I was just kind of like, okay, let's wrap this up. With that being said, we got introduced finally to Michael and Angela, which Michael, they're one of my favorite couples. They definitely bring the drama, make it exciting to watch, and keep me entertained. So I'm very, very excited to see what happens, and I'm not too sure if Michael ends up coming to America, but even if he does, I'm very excited to see how he actually fits into American culture and if it's everything that it's cracked out to be, at least according to him. So with that being said, we'll start with the first couple, Anna and Marcel. So Anna brings, well actually let me rewind that. Before then, you kind of are bringing, like they're kind of still bringing in the same situation that happened last episode, the episode before then. I think it's one of the first episodes that we saw them on, where the whole Marcel not telling his family and how it's affecting their dynamic. And not Angela, sorry, Anna's oldest son could care less for him, calls him stupid, calls him names, he's not very respectful, he doesn't approve of the relationship that he has with Marcel. Sorry, that he has with his mom, that Marcel has with his mom. And he's acting out, and it shows. I really feel like I can understand them not liking the situation, but they don't need to be rude and disrespectful, because I understand you don't like him, you can't communicate with him, he doesn't always come off as friendly because there's no type of communication, but I feel like you shouldn't be calling him names and being rude to him, at least. I can't see Marcel like giving them attitude or kissing his teeth or being mad, but even if he is, that's something that you need to take up with your mom. And I feel like at this point it's been stressed multiple times in multiple occasions that they do not like him, they don't want him here, and they're not fond of him keeping the secret from his family. And Anna overall just looks depressed. For someone who's gonna get married soon, she looks super, super depressed. It's like she's always on the verge of like crying, eyes watery, she looks sad, just droopy, energy levels are really low, and like I feel like she really needs to sit back and evaluate the situation. I do put blame on her because you didn't even have Marcel visit them for her sons to get to know them. You never was teaching your sons to kind of make an effort, like, okay, he's gonna be coming here, here's his traditions, here's some of his language, this is what he knows, and blah blah blah. I felt like she kind of sprung it on them and said like, well, I hope you like him, especially because like you already have trouble communicating with him, so imagine how your kids feel. And this is supposed to be not necessarily someone who's a father figure, but someone who's I don't want to say authority, but like this is your stepdad. This is not like any man off the street type of thing. So there needs to be some respect there. She takes them to go to try on suits. Once again, same thing gets brought up. It's awkward, it's bad, it's very depressing at this point, and I just don't think that their relationship is going to work. Unless Marcel magically learns English or her sons start showing him respect, it's not going to work. And I feel like Anna's gonna always be put in the middle, and it's just gonna make her depressed. And she's gonna be like this married woman who's so depressed because her husband and her kids are like bringing her down. So that's kind of all I have to say about them. Nothing big. So next we have Michael and Juliana. I feel like this episode you gotta look into a little bit of Juliana's life concerning her family and kind of the views they have. There's a reason why she's not all like, oh my god, I found myself a rich man, blah 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 blah. Because of the mindset her family is in, where they see dollar signs, and for someone who is living in poverty, seeing anything nice might make you think that this person is rich, and then making you want to continue to ask them for money, having them support you, guilting them into giving you money. And I totally understand where Julianne is coming from. It's not an unheard story of an immigrant family thinking, your family who are immigrants think that your country is rich, which means you're rich in return and you can afford all of these nice things, so like, why can't you help me out? I find that the line of why can't you help me out to like, can you support me, is very, very thin. So with that being said, her family is not coming to the wedding. She'll have 3 friends. They've gotten help from a wedding planner. $50,000 to $100,000. I don't care what area you live in. Like, damn, that's so expensive. And you're having it at your house, and you're still giving me that price? I'd be like, let's go somewhere else. I don't know, go to another state or something, or go to another city, go to a cheaper city in Connecticut, go to the city that Tanya lives in, because wherever he lives is super, super expensive. And then the other scene with Michael and Juliana is his ex-wife came over, and I guess they were talking about things, and she brought up, are you signing a prenup? And I felt like that wasn't her place to ask, and to ask in front of them. I felt like that was a very shady move on her part, because I felt like that's something you talk to, just like you want to parent your kids with just Michael. If you're talking about things concerning your kids, just bring it to Michael, because you damn well know Juliana does not know what a prenup is and all this stuff, and you're asking about it. I felt like that was like crossing the line, and then trying to volunteer to ordain her wedding, be the minister. I was like, girl, get out of here with that ish, because I wouldn't want my man's ex-wife. I don't care if they're best friends. I don't care if they're roommates. I don't care nothing. You're not going to be in my wedding. You're old news. I do believe it's kind of bad luck, because it just looks like you're not over the person. It's one thing to invite you to my wedding, and I wouldn't even want to invite you to the wedding, but like, fine, to maintain a good relationship, I'll invite you to my wedding, but you're not ordaining it. So chill with that. So with that being said, we're gonna go to the next couple, which is Tanya and Sinjin. So this kind of picks up from last episode. This is the time that Tanya is actually getting ready. She's packing to go to Costa Rica for 30 days to learn, I don't know, like herbal medicine or something. And it's kind of, I feel sorry for Sinjin, because I felt like this wasn't really thought out well, or this was something that like, oh yeah, cool, I support you. It sounds great in theory, but executed, you're just like, oh, like you're leaving now? Oh, I'm gonna be alone. Like, it's all kind of sinking in. I feel like she should have waited another year for this. I don't know why this is something she had to do now, especially if she's getting married. She has to get married. She has to get to know her fiance during this time. I haven't heard them mention anything about wedding planning, and yet 30 days has gone by and she's now leaving. And I don't know, Tanya always looks so frumpy. Every time I look at her, I'm just like, spruce up yourself a little bit. You're on TV. I know when the camera's off and I'm in my house, I'm looking raggedy. But when I'm in front of the camera or if I'm in front of people, I'm gonna look a little bit put together at least. But I feel she always just looked frumpy. I felt really, really bad for Sinjin because it's hitting him that you're gonna be in this country alone with no friends, no family. Her family is not your family, and he's living under someone's roof, abiding by their rules. And Tanya's mom seemed just like Tanya. So it's like he's gonna be just worked to the ground until, well, I'm hoping when she comes back that Shad's gonna look A1, but I feel like, how's he gonna make friends? Like, how's he gonna go out? Even just him asking to borrow the car, seemed very, very teenager and mother type of thing. So then they finally get to the airport. I can see how Sinjin could be a bit clingy, but he's still, I don't know, he might have a little bit of clinginess to him, but he still seems very independent. But it was so cute watching them say bye to each other. The gift he gave her, it was very, very nice, very, very sweet. And I guess we're not gonna see them for maybe an episode or two while they're gone. But that's it with them. Okay, so then next we have Emily and Sasha. So they're getting ready to go to the States. It seems like they have a lot of unresolved issues. I feel like Sasha's not necessarily, like, he's kind of, I feel like, repeating the same mistakes he made in his first and second marriages, because he doesn't seem that attentive anymore. It seems like he's I don't want to say a part-time dad, he's a dad on contract. They're packing and she's getting stressed out because she needs to pack, as she put it, her life in 3 suitcases. I think they should have brought more. They could have brought more. 3 is not enough to pack years worth of stuff. She also brought it to Sasha's attention that she noticed that he only packed, 3 shirts and, was it 3 pants? I'm like, this is not a weekend trip. This is like the rest of your life. And it didn't seem like he was really putting in any effort. Like it was kind of, it is what it is with him. And while she's stressed out, that whole, talk to the baby thing, she needs to chill with that. As long as he's watching the baby and being attentive to the baby, he doesn't need to talk to the baby. So they finally get ready. His parents come to kind of send them off. They do their superstitious ritual of sitting, which I understand. Different cultures have different, different superstitions, but I was like, how long do you sit? And do you say anything? Is it like a prayer? Do you just talk to the house? I didn't quite understand. Anyways, they ended up getting to the airport, and Emily is kind of breaking down because she feels overwhelmed. She's leaving this home. This home that was somewhere she lived for years, and she had friends, and she's had her life here. She had her baby here. There's a lot of memories. Even though she does want to go to America, there's still a lot of memories she's leaving behind. And it was nice to see her let it all out, because keeping it in is not good for anybody. Then I was discombobulated, Sasha started crying, and I felt like it hit him. I felt like he puts on this like bravado mask and like facade, but like, you're leaving everything, buddy, to go to America. You're gonna be dependent on Emily. You're going to be jobless. So that whole 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. is not going to exist. You're gonna be I don't know what do you call it, like, he's gonna be a stay-at-home dad. That's gonna be his job, taking care of his child. So I don't think that's all hit him yet, but he needs to think about it, because it's going to be a big change for him than what he's used to. Okay, so then, and last but not least, we have Blake and Jasmine. I don't know what was wrong with Blake, but like, when your fiance is coming to live with you, you would think that you would have a proper conversation with your parents about living situation. I don't know how it was some kind of miscommunication, and how they did not know Jasmine was gonna stay over. Which, okay, okay, fine, their religion tells them that you have to be married in order to live together, but like, they're engaged. Like, isn't there an exceptions to rules based on stuff? Like, there's long distance, she's new to the country, all these different factors. This is not like he's trying to shack up with some girl. Plus, you guys are leaving soon, so this is a temporary situation. I could even understand if they said no sex in the house, but like, he can't stay with his fiance unless they get married. So if they got married tomorrow, everything would have been fine. I don't know. I roll my eyes at this, like, some people in their old school way of doing things, because like, I don't know. Plus, with this day and age we live in, it's too expensive to have your place and my place. We gotta live together, split the rent in half. I'm on I'm on Jasmine's side for how she feels about Blake, and how she was very upset that he should have at least try to compromise or try to stand up for them. He was kind of just like, okay, cool. But I also didn't like that Jasmine was just like, well, I'm not here for his parents. It's just me and him. So it is what it is. Like, and that's not how a relationship works. You don't just kind of like block out everybody else. Like, everybody else is irrelevant except for you guys. You have your relationship, but then you also have your community. You guys can't be together 24/7. You guys need to have friends. You guys can have the same friends, but you need to have friends. You need to be able to spend time with family, especially because your family is not gonna be there. Like, when a Christmas comes around or Thanksgiving, you want to be spending it with people you love, the people who birthed you, the people who raised you, type of thing. You can't just have the mentality of just like, I'm gonna wipe my hands of you because like, I don't appreciate what you're telling me. I can understand if they were just like, I don't like her, because then I would be like, okay, I'm wiping my hands of you because you don't like me, and still doesn't seem like it's gonna change. But if we're just kind of, because I don't like your rules, I don't like your religion, I don't understand, I'm not here to impress you, like, there doesn't need to be that type of attitude when it comes to it. Plus, this is a temporary thing, so this is not a permanent thing, but she's not having it, and she's gonna do whatever she has to do for them to stay together, for them to, I guess, sleep in the same bed together. But it is what it is. Okay, so that concludes my recap of 90 Day Fiance Season 7, Episode 6. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'm just a dumb cunt, fucking sick and tired of it. Maybe I could front love, maybe I could buy a zip, maybe I get fucked up. Next time I could save some. Why it's gotta be like this? Why it's gotta be that way? Put it in rise up, banging on that loud.